What's up, guys? It's Daz here. But you don't really care, as we have completed all that there is to do in the Lanayru region, so I want to start making progress towards our next destination. And there's a handful of things that we need to do first. So first thing first, I've come back to the wetland stables, because we have a guest to see. Hestu. Remember him? He was from, like, what, episode 3? 5? I can't remember. He was in the thumbnail.
Shakala! We meet again! I want to go home to Koroks Forest, but I lost my way. According to the folks at the stable, this area is the Lanayru region. Shashaka! That means Koroks Forest is still north of here. Well, since I'm already here, may as well stay a while and relax. Oh, wait a minute. I detect the scent of Koroks seeds! You've received a Koroks seed from the forest children, haven't you?
That's a bit of an understatement.
If you give me Koroks seeds, I'll make one of your stashes bigger. Which one will it be?
We'll go with weapon stash.
Okay, I'll need 3 Koroks seeds, deal?
Yeah. So much for getting 400.
Let the expansion begin! Expand a bad weapon stash, Shakala. So then, do you want to expand another stash? Expand a bad weapon stash, Shakala. Fwa? I think I remember how to get back to Koroks Forest. Maybe I'll head back now. I bet Grandpa is waiting for me. Thanks for the Koroks seeds. I'm off to Koroks Forest. Come visit me there sometime.
Okay, and that is the end of Hestu for now.
Oh, I think I remember the way.
Yeah, that's all the same. So, apparently, Hestu can appear in varied places. Apparently, one I see a lot is the Ridgeland stables, somewhere nearby. Just a little bit west of where we are. Never the wetland stables that I hear referenced, which is kind of odd. And apparently all the guides say he appears in 3 locations. The first place, the second place, and then Koroks Forest. Meaning that maybe he won't appear anywhere else, even though he has been seen in other stables. It might be that's the last we see him. So if that's the case, the next time we'll see him is when we go to Koroks Forest, which is our next super main quest thing we're going to do, but not what we're going to do this episode and straight away in the episode series. Also, I guess we're going through this entire loading screen now. That's not a problem. This episode, I want to do some post-Divine Beast chores, basically, in a non-boring way. First things first, we're going way back to Hateno Village, because I want to do some stuff in my house. It wasn't a big deal, but I really wanted to put away the champion's weapons all onto the walls. And now we got the Great Eagle Bow, the Scimitar 7, the Cobble Crusher that's way advanced, the Daybreaker, and obviously the Light Scale Spear. So yeah, I just wanted to put away all the champion stuff, because we're going to prepare it for a bigger fight in the future. Right, now that we're done with that, I want to move on a little bit. So next up, there's a side quest we've long forgotten in Hateno Village that we just couldn't do until we did this quest for some reason. Hey! Huh? Oh, isn't that the Moblin Club? You remembered our promise! Thanks, let me see. Go ahead. The Moblin Club only can be found, it seems, on the bridge towards... Oh my god, looks like we're going to beat the kid out. Wow, looks strong. On the way to Zora's Domain. Thanks, here's a token of my thanks. Everyone else seems to have spiked Moblin Club, which is what throws everyone off. Don't be so modest. I got it from my grandpa, so think of it as a thank you from him. Alright, next. Grandpa said he wanted to see... What was it again? Oh, I remember now. Alright, have you heard of the duplex bow? So, when my grandpa was young, he looked for it but couldn't find it. So please, if you find it, please let me know, or let me see it. Right, the duplex bow we apparently don't have on us, and I'm gonna check if I have it at home. But otherwise, you get it from any Yiga clan soldier, the basic one, the archery ones. If not, I'll go beat one up and get one. Hey! Oh! Isn't that the duplex bow? You remembered our promise, thanks, let me see it. Go ahead. Again, the exact same conversation, but oh well. Look at this thing. It doesn't look that crazy to me, but, you know, whatever. Wow, it's the real thing. I gotta tell Grams about this one. Thanks, here's a token of my thanks. Don't be so modest. Got it from my grandpa, so it's thank you as him. Alright, the next one I want to see is... What was it? Oh yes, that one! That one! Have you heard of the Wind Cleaver? I've seen it in books, but never in real life before. If you find it, please let me see it. This is wielded by Yiga clan sword masters. We actually bumped into one while I was getting all the shrines in the Leiru, so I've actually got it all ready for us. So throw in that clip, and then let's see it ourselves here. Isn't that the Wind Cleaver? You remember our promise? Thanks, let me see it.
I could slice you with this, kid. You'd have no idea.
Whoa, looks strong. Thanks, here's a token of my thanks. No worries. My Gramps told me to give it to the person that teaches you how to fight. Close enough. The next one. What should I? Got it. Have you ever heard of the Ancient Battle Axe Plus? I've seen it in books, but never in real life before. If you find it, please let me see it. Oh dear, we have more advanced stuff, and we've seen plenty of more advanced stuff. I will come back to that later, whenever we find... What's that, like a Guardian Scout Mark III, if that? Oh dear, we'll see. Anyway, next up, we're going over to Tarrey Town.
Oh, hey! You managed to find a Rito and bring him back here. Thank you. You wasted no time getting a general store up and running. Apparently his family runs one too. And with a name like Fyson, he'll fit right in. He's selling things that he's picked up while flying around. You should really go check out the store. Well, next is... So before we can cool poor people here, we need even more homes for them. Can you bring me 50 bundles of wood? If you bring me that, I can combine it with what I've already got and get started on new houses.
Can do. And we're back.
Oh, hey!
Did you bring me 50 bundles of wood? I brought them.
Excellent. Can I have them?
Sure.
You're a lifesaver. I actually wanted to talk about something a little personal.
What's wrong?
Oh, not that kind of personal. Actually, I got engaged.
No way!
It's true. To who? To Ronson.
What a surprise!
You say that, but for some reason I think you mean the opposite. Anyway, we want to have a little ceremony to celebrate, but we need someone priest-like to officiate. Could you look for someone priest-like for us?
Priest-like, huh?
We're looking for people devout enough to have a priest-like person. I'd suggest the Zora. Good luck. You'll need it. Seems like a real long shot. Oh, and one last wrinkle. Yeah, in accordance with the official Bolson construction policy, that someone's name must end in Sun. Because obviously, alright, if you run into anyone that fits with what I've said, send them here to Tarrey Town for me.
Alrighty, sure. So, let's go over to Zora's domain and find ourselves a priest-like Sun. Now, who we're looking for is directly behind the throne room stairs. You can see him staring off into the pool here. One of the last people we've ever spoken to on this little plateau.
Well, it was always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying to our fair Zora's domain. Wait a moment, you're a Link? The perpetrator who forced Lady Mipha to join his crusade 100 years ago, only to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. As though I could ever forget that first. You should know that the elderly here who love Lady Mipha still remember you. They still resent you. I, however, resent the deed and not the person. I also believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link, I have retired from my role as a priest. I am now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, ever since I retired, each day is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness, only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you are well aware, the afterlife lays its claim to all. We never know when it will beckon. If during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor, one I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding, and I shall be fulfilled.
Get a load of this.
I have been waiting to hear those words. Now, please tell me the specifics. As for the location, Tarrey Town in Akala. Akala isn't too far from here. It would please me to hurry there right away.
By yourself?
No need to worry about me. I have always had confidence in my fin and feet. It's been a long while since I've had work. I'm eager to put my skills to good use. Should come as well. I will start my preparations in Tarrey Town in the meantime.
Sweet! Let's go back to Tarrey Town. As you can now see, the whole place is completely built. All buildings are here. And apparently Grayson's just hanging around at the front. What do you have to say there, buddy?
Huzzah! I'm all done breaking the rocks. I was told to stand here. Is something supposed to happen?
Why, yes, we now need to talk to Hudson and Ronson, who are over by where Ronson usually is. But first, let's go say hi to Mr. New Guy.
Yeah. Link, are you in need of a good sleep and a hearty meal?
Yeah.
I thought so. Thanks to the benevolence of the goddess Hylia, I could offer you a place to stay. When would you like me to wake you?
Yep, we now have an inn at Tarrey Town, which is always very nice. Anyway, now let's go and talk to Hudson, now that it's nicely noon.
Oh. Hey! You found Azora? Thank you. Really? He and I talked earlier, and he said that he literally was a priest from before he retired. You can't get more priest-like than that. And his name is Capson, so I have no objections there. It really is amazing that you were able to find someone priest-like who had also had an acceptable name. Well, next is... Of course, we'll have to invite guests in order to hold a ceremony.
Guests?
Well, I'm talking about my boss, Bolson, and my subordinate, Carson.
I see.
However, I've got to prepare for the ceremony, so my hands are full. Could you invite them for me?
Where are they?
You know where they are. The boss and Carson are in Hateno Village, right?
I see.
Excellent. I'm counting on you.
Alrighty. To Hateno Village we go.
Hey. Wait, what? Hudson's getting married, and he wants me to attend the wedding? Wow, good on him. Okie doo, I'm in. Wedding time, baby. Not like there's anything to do here anyway. Well, I guess I'll get packed and head towards Hudson's place. Please. This'll be fun. Okie doo. Carson, we're headed out.
Oh, finally! We've been waiting for this day.
Lovely. And for a final time, let's go back to Tarrey Town. And we can see Bolson and what's-his-face here.
Hiya. We're here. Talk to Hudson and let's get this ceremony started.
Alright, what do you say, Carson? We never speak to you. G'day! I just met with Hudson, so now I'm feeling pretty relaxed. That reminds me, you already met Hudson's fiancée? I've seen her. She's a real beauty. And apparently she's an amazing tailor, too. All these clothes she sells, she makes them herself. You know, my girlfriend also works in a clothing shop, although it's her father making all the clothes they sell. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, well, now let's go and wrap up everything. Wrap up, finally, the Tarrey Town side quest. All we need to do is talk to Hudson once more. Vasak, did you need something from me? Yes, Savak is correct, hee. Oh, maybe you've already heard, but Hudson and I are engaged. Congratulations! Hee sucks so. Hudson isn't all that great at things outside his chosen profession, but I guess that isn't a huge deal, is it? You should talk to him if you want to know more. Sure, I mean, he's right here, so...
Hey! You extended my invitation for me. Thank you. Now then, Carson and the boss Bolson are waiting for things to begin. Shall we start the ceremony?
Of course!
Understood. Then let's join the gathering. An organ remix.
Ahem. Silence, please, everyone. We shall now begin. We are gathered here today to join Hudson and Ronson in matrimony. Hudson, before the eyes of these witnesses and before those of Goddess Hylia, do you take Ronson to be your wife to have and to hold in good times and in bad?
I do.
Excellent. And Ronson, before the eyes of these witnesses and before those of Goddess Hylia, do you take Hudson as your lawfully wedded husband in sickness and in health? And do you also vow to name your child in accordance with the Bolson Construction naming guidelines?
Wait a moment. These vows are not tradition by anyone's standards. What makes you say that? They're as traditional as it gets.
I don't think she means traditional in that sense of the word.
A vow of undying tradition? A vow of guidelines compliance?
I'll take that vow. Think of future generations.
Well, those are the guidelines. I do.
Excellent. And so, dearly beloved, please help me in greeting this married new couple. I wish these new couple nothing but the utmost happiness as they set out on their journey of marital bliss.
And that is the end of From the Ground Up. Almost. We just need to talk to Hudson and then we will be done. So he's got one final thing to say.
Hey! It's you. Thank you for attending the ceremony.
Are you crying?
What? No, just something in my eye. And now Tarrey Town looks like a real town at long last. This was all possible because of you. I can't thank you enough for all the hard work you did. Alright, this is for you.
3 diamonds. Nice.
These were found inside the boulders we smashed when we were clearing land. Ronson and I have no use for them. You can take them. And surely Grayson doesn't need them either.
Anyway, there we go. From the Ground Up is finally complete. It ends with a marriage. Vasak, did you need something from me? Savak? Yes, Savak, that is correct. Hehe. The wedding ceremony wasn't what I expected, but it was special all the same. Did you like my dress? I made it myself. No kidding. Although Hudson wanted me to weave the gems he mined into it, so every step down the aisle was a struggle. Well, that's life for you. With all its twists and turns, I hope you'll stick with us through them. Cool. What does everyone else have to say? Do you say anything new, Pellison? Hey, big bro Grayson's friend. Need something? Let's talk. Sure, that sounds fun. What do you want to talk about? I think this is all the same. Once we started breaking up the rocks, we've had his Richard. No, yeah, that's all the same, I'm afraid. Sorry, buddy. Well, let's move on. Let's talk to Grayson now.
Yo! I was just standing around when a wedding started out of nowhere and took me by surprise. I've known Hudson for ages and he never said a word about it. Can you believe that? Well, it was a nice wedding ceremony, so I guess all's well that ends well.
Sweet. Right, what do you two have to say? Hey there. The bride and groom were so lovely, weren't they? Indeed. Love, it's such a sublime, precious thing, you know? My best wishes to the couple. Now that the wedding's over, we should probably head back to Hateno Village. Well then. Hi. Carson, we're going home.
Oh. Okay.
What do you have to say, Fyson? Oh, hey, what can I get you? Hey, hello. So glad the wedding went well. Ronson looks stunning. I hope I'll be able to find a bride as pretty as her someday. Well, I should get back to the shop. Responsibility and all that. Sure. Cool. I think that's pretty much everyone. The only other person to talk to really is Capson. So Capson and Carson kind of threw me off, so I got confused with his name when I first went into this room. Also, what do you say anything up there?
Humble servant led here by destiny, I can provide you with 1 meal and some lodging. Come and speak with me at the counter.
Alrighty.
Link, are you in need of a good sleep at a honey mill?
No, I just wanted to say what you thought about the wedding, but you know, if that's all you're gonna say, then that's cool too. Alrighty. Goodbye. Yeah, Medicat is good to see.
I keep yawning. Right. Anyway.
Now that Tarrey Town is done, there is one more thing for us to find. And there are 2 more things that I want to do this episode. The first of which is, I'm coming back at a later time because I actually completely forgot about it, but whoops. There is a guy who has now appeared. There are many residents, but this guy is especially helpful for us. Hey, good evening. Huh? What? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Grante, a dashing novice researcher of ancient civilizations. I still got a lot to learn, though. That's why my father told me to go out and see the world. Are you also making your way through the world? Something like that. Oh, you too, huh? I'm beside myself with glee. Anyway, you must have come a very long way to get here. Hey, how about as a reward, I let you buy my ultra-rare armor at a decent price? Sounds like a good idea. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it on your journey. Show me the goods. I'm looking to get a set of rare armor in stock soon. It's called, Climb something or other. And a complete set of rare gear called Barbarian something or other. Here you go. Here you can find a whole bunch of armor. Except there's not a whole ton right now, and actually a lot of it we already have, apart from like 1 or 2 things on this list. But we can come back to this guy later and he'll be able to do some really, really helpful things for us. For example, if we are to get the Hylian shield and lose it, we can buy it again here. So very, very good and useful and all that fun stuff. Anyway, now that that's done, we're done with Tarrey Town, but there's only one final thing I want to do next. We're back at the Owa Dime Shrine because I want to go towards this tower here. Our next region that we're going to take on is the Southern Central one, simply because we need to do a whole bunch of optional areas. The next place we would be going to would be north of Hyrule Castle, but that would just ignore this entire corner, so I want to do at least one chunk of it now. So what's going to happen is next episode, we're going to do all the shrines and all the side quests, all the treasures and all the Koroks of this region, and then we'll move on to another area. That's the plan. We're doing this 100%. That's the way things go. It'll be a nice quick montage, and chances are, because of the way I'm recording this, it will all be out in a nice consistent upload because I'm having a break to upload at the time of this recording so that I can do the recording so that I can upload in bulk when I'm going in future, when I'm in between houses and I can't record at all. Makes sense? Great. Now I'm going to fast forward until we get to that tower. Let's go. Okay, so this has been quite a trial, and technically it's not over if the music is anything to go by, but yes, here is the Lake Tower. Thank you. Alright, let's climb to the top. There's nothing really too new to say other than this is another new air region, another new tower, and yeah, it's just a nice place to explore. And this is all a thing for the future. For now, mine has been Daz. You don't really care, and I will see you in a bit.